Hello, Umbra. Okay. Well, hi and bye there, demon. That's oh, sounds like a rough time. Yeah, don't piss on the wife. That sounds like a horrible idea. Oh, ouch. Oh, good luck with that, man. Uh, okay. Yeah, this time you popped up in the middle of the third one. Because I think the last time you were here, we were in the middle of two, so I guess we're gonna see you again in four, huh? It's cool. It's cool. Just gotta pick on you just a little bit. But, yeah, no, we already went through, two endings so far, so now we're working towards the third. And... yeah, good luck. That, uh, whew. It's cool. One thing that I learned last time about this game is that, and I never noticed it before, but I guess when the main character dies, the background music changes. It's kind of weird. Anyway, yes, game, yes, doing the thing. It's only number 30. Damn. Where were we? Oh yeah, we were in Attack. What the fuck were we doing? Oh right, we were taking Leia to Frigidia, I believe. Oh no, we've been ambushed. Got me with a fuzzy navel and I'm just already tipsy. But I don't tend to drink a lot, if at all, anymore, so... I usually tend to avoid it though. Like, I did have a few drinks while I was in college, but nothing that I would really call hangover-ish. I just choose not to really go into it simply because, you know, my dad was an alcoholic and my grandfather before him, so it's like, that's a glorious tradition, a glorious family tradition I do not want to be a part of. It's the kidneys that really go for a lot on the black market, though. And before anybody takes this seriously, I'm kidding. I don't actually know. I mean, you can always, like, sell a portion of it to science if you really wanted to. Just be like, fix it, and then just leave it at that. I have some friends that are like that. They get drunk and they get philosophical. It's kind of awesome, actually. God, Leia, don't die. Leia, don't die. Leia, you only have 2 HP. How are you still alive? That moose did nothing. Whew, she survived. Yeah, but the question is, can you walk? Oh crap, I wasn't even aware that there was a new one coming out. I really haven't been keeping up with things lately. Oh dear. I'll have to look into that then. Yeah, I wouldn't do that for safety's sake. Caves, what? Wrong cave? Wrong cave. Okay. You know, I've been at this, like, twice already. You think I would remember? Apparently not. Oh, these guys. Right, where the hell is Frigidia? That's the main question. Oh right, Frigidia's on the other side. Yeah. A friend of mine had issues with a friend that did that a lot. Of course, I guess there were other things that he got in trouble for too on top of that, so it's like... Saturday. That reminds me, I really miss Saturday morning cartoons. I mean, yeah, with cable and satellite, you get cartoons non-stop practically now, but back then, Saturday mornings were the shit. Now, I may do some of this, and then I may try to test stream some Killing Floor 2 to see if it works. Oh dear. Yeah, I probably sound like a goody two-shoes saying this, but I've never had anything like that happen. I think the worst thing that we'd ever had happen, that I've ever had happen, was the one time when I was riding with a friend and we were using his dad's car and he got pulled over and the police, the officer wanted to check the trunk and he opened it up, and how do I want to say this? There's no nice way of saying it. There was a blow-up doll in there that belonged to his dad. It was like one of those cheaply made ones, too. And he just looked at the officer and he goes, sorry, sir, it's my dad's car. I don't think the officer ever believed him. Even I had troubles believing that one. Yeah, embarrassing to explain, but nothing illegal. But still, it's just like, dude, why does your dad have this in the car? And he's just sitting there like, I don't want to know! But yeah, that's the story of the one time when I was in a car that got pulled over. It's the only time that really stands out in my mind where I was somewhat involved. There was one time over Halloween one year. Oh god, that's terrifying. I mean, oh. Oh, why? I don't think there's any way of explaining that. At least I can't think of one. Wow, I don't... I just... What? I don't... What? Really? Oh my god. How... So just one small mistake and that was it. God, it's like... fucking... Freddy Krueger, Nightmare on Elm Street, getting away with bullshit all over again. I was going somewhere with that, but I can't really think at this hour. Wow, wow. Oh my god, and that was it. And now all I can think of is what's-her-face from Oblivion. The one potion shop lady. In Skingrad, I think it was. Oh, did they? Some sort of violation with a car, or what? Oh. God, that's... Wow. But just the fact that they didn't get her for the... Oh my god. I don't... I can't. I can't. I can't. Mizu can't. Mizu cannot tonight. She just cannot. Oh. Ugh. Ugh. See, when they were making a joke about it in Oblivion with what's-her-face and Skingrad, it was funny, but now, you know, it's crossed over into real life and it's got... I know it's a thing that's always existed, but Jesus Christ. Okay. don't even know what to say to that. It sounds like she just isn't right in the head. That reminds me of this really weird story I saw not that long ago about a guy that dug up a bunch of bodies from several different cemeteries all across Russia and just decided to dress them all up for birthday parties. Yeah, wow. I understand being fascinated with the dead, but to that extent, just what the crap? Okay. Well, to be fair, I mean, when you're dead, you're probably not gonna know, but on the other hand, that's still not right. Well, and another thing, to be fair, the media can be very pervasive, I think is the word I'm looking for. So, I can understand sympathy to the extent of if she was mentally unstable and just could not get help for it, but anything beyond that. What? I'm sorry, what? Okay, I'm just gonna sit over here and play Final Fantasy 3 and just pretend that that didn't happen because that's just disturbing. Why do people do that? I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand. Oh God. And for some reason, the only thing that came to mind when you mentioned that is, Philip Seymour Hoffman in Twister saying, "the suck zone." Oh God. Yeah, but why? But why would you do that? Yeah. We have gone too far, too quickly, too soon tonight. My brain is completely fried. Though now that you mentioned the Twilight cover, not that it's any better than the conversation we just had, but I was just going to mention though that if Mike still has it, I'm gonna see if he still has the parody cover that he did from he crossed it with the Mighty Boosh. And it's like old Greg's arms holding like a I forget what it was. With the subtitle, "What are you doing in my waters?" It was the 90s, that's all I have to say about that. Apparently that was a thing. I don't really know why that is, but it's roll a stealth check, you'll be fine, I promise. Let's try to be super stealthy about it. Well, let's see, I mean, we still have, 2 other endings. One other one after this one, so... Hopefully. like I said, just try to be a ninja. So you should just try to be a ninja. Just like sneak in and just lay there. Alright, night demon, see you later. not sure what to make of anything right now. All I know is where I'm supposed to go and what I'm supposed to do. That's a pink giant. He just wiggles his finger and that's it. Right, I need to see the monitor really quick. Okay, I need to go west. Bushi. So overall, bro, what do you think of Phantasy Star 3? At last, we have waited centuries for Leia's kin to reach the Mistoke, the Castle of Silence. Yeah, I wonder what a remake of this would be like. I mean, I feel like they would have to add more to to the game in terms of like character personalities and stuff like that. Because I feel like that's just where it falls flat in third generations. Wait, what does Ren have right now? Okay, he does have a cannon. He has a Lacon sword, Lacon claw, Force claw, Leia's bow. Well, we can at least get a different bow for her. We just wouldn't be able to get rid of Leia's bow, which is fine, because I mean, yeah, we still have use for that. Planar armor. Sean? Oh. I need to sell stuff first. Okay. Oh, no, I don't want to sell that. I did not mean to click that. Why did I do that? Oh god, earlier, Nathaniel and I were playing Town of Salem. And honestly, I don't really know if I like that game anymore. Because, like, the whole concept of it is you get a role, and you have to perform that role. Which doesn't sound like a big deal, but, you know, you have several factions. You have the neutral factions, which you have the neutral good and the neutral evil. Neutral evil win with either mafia or you know, any other evil role, or they whoops, you know, and they lose if town happens to win. So I ended up getting the role of arsonist. And somehow I had one person, like the very first night I doused somebody, which that's what an arsonist does. You're supposed to douse somebody. And then once you have enough people doused, you're supposed to light them up. But somehow this one person knew immediately after first night that I was the arsonist and got me hung. But then it turned out that they were amnesiac, because we were thinking, okay, maybe this person was investigator and my luck was just bad. But yeah, it turns out they were amnesiac, and all it amounts to is people use Skype and whatnot to communicate with one another, which is fine for the most part, but it really depends on what you're doing. Like, when we use it, when we go into a game, we don't generally tell each other who we are and what roles we are. The only time we ever do that is if it's down to one person alive. But yeah, that game has a rampant problem of people just doing shit like that. Or they'll get into Skype and then it's like, oh, well, you know, this person, I investigated this person, and even though you're amnesiac, this is what they did, so just convince the town to kill them. So that's how I ended up losing on that. It was such bullshit. Yeah, see, and that's one thing. You know, banter's one thing, but I mean, this was just outright cheating, is essentially what it amounted to. And it's like, yeah, people watching this video could be like, well, you were using Skype too, and it's like, yeah, but the thing is when we do it, we generally do not tell anybody else in Skype what our rules are. Yeah, essentially. And that was like this. Okay, so I've gotten Arsonist in that game a grand total of 2 times. 2 times. And both times I was discovered first night. Even though, like, the first time that it happened, I didn't even do anything. And when we asked this person about it, they just said, well, I got doused. And it's like, yeah, you get doused, but that doesn't tell you who did it. Because if that's the case, then why would anybody ever play that role, you know? And not only that, but the Amnesiac went Mafia, like, right after that, too. So it's like, that's how they cheated, essentially. And because, you know, today was, well, yesterday was 9/11, we ended up having, like, several games that was just spammed with a bunch of, really horrible racist crap, and it's like, yeah, I don't recommend playing Town of Salem. Like, it'd be one thing if you had a group of friends and you decided to go in there and play as a group, but otherwise, yeah, no. It's like I also remember one time going in there and we had, I was Godfather, we had a serial killer, and we had, I think it was an arsonist left. So, you know, none of those could really kill the other. Not really, anyway. I feel at that point, if they're being racist, then yeah, out them. Because it's like, come on, you can... If your idea of having fun involves doing something like that, your ideas suck. It's probably a spy heard that or something. There was one game that I did win as a townie, and it's a spoof. Yeah, one game I won as a townie. I was actually a medium, and for some reason I did not get hit by the medium's curse this time. But what essentially happened was I got accused, and it's like, oh well, they're probably the serial killer or something, and it's like, by this time we've already had several random lynchings, and it's like, Jesus Christ, guys. And I just flat out told them, it was like, you know, they said in Graveyard that this one person was retributionist. And like the one person that did get brought back was just like, oh wait, yeah, they're innocent. Because it's like, how else would they know, you know? That'd be a hell of a way of screwing with somebody, though, in Skype. Like, if you have a friend that ended up dying in the graveyard. Nice. That reminds me, though, I haven't really played a whole lot of TF2 on the Turbo server lately. I haven't really played a whole lot of TF2 on there anyways. Maybe. It's possible, I suppose. See, I'd play more of it, but it's just whether or not I have plenty of people to play with. And the thing that really just kind of annoys me too is, like, the last time I was on there and said anything in voice chat, it's like, isn't that Twitches? And it's like, dude, Twitches is a guy. It just really kind of unnerved me. I'm probably opening myself up to being made fun of here, but yeah, it just... One of my pet peeves is people mistaking me for a guy when I talk. Because I can assure you, I am not a guy. I want to play Man vs. Machine again, but it's just trying to get a group together to do that. I still have a Man Up ticket that's like over a year old. Why? Okay, but yeah, I want to get back into playing TF2 at some point. I think my favorite thing I did one year for my birthday was, I'd gotten several Steam cards, so I bought what I wanted for my birthday, and then still had plenty of money left over, so, you know, like the pile of gifts in the Manco shop. I bought 2 of those. I bought 2 of those, joined a random server, and just dropped one. Then I joined a random server with another friend and ended up dropping the other one. The fun thing about doing that is just listening to the chorus of death screams as people just off themselves to go see what they got. I don't know, if I do something like that again though, I'm doing it on the Turbo server. I went the wrong way again. I surprised the monster. Yeah, he looks surprised. I mean, look at that face. It's actually kind of adorable. Oh, down he goes. Alright, gonna escapipe the crap out of here. Teapot face. Wait, who has a teapot face? Are you talking about Gloomy? Oh, robots. Would being called a teapot face be an insult to a robot? Use the Leia pendant to hear Leia's final words. Then journey to her own South Division. Okay. Voice rings out for all of you to hear. Sister, it is time for you to know the truth. Though Arakio and I have fought for many years, we finally realized that we had been deceived. Evil force from times beyond legend is using us to satisfy its desire for pain and suffering. We are joining forces to fight this ancient evil. In case we never return, I leave you the pendant. You will hear this when you are ready. Goodbye. Yeah, it was only, 10,000 years. No big deal. Alright, oh yeah, I can't use it in town. Alright, I think from here I'm supposed to go back to Iridia. But I can head to Vizia from here. Or, yeah. Actually, with the pendant I can bypass Vizia altogether. Thank fuck. I don't have to go through that damn dungeon anymore. I really hate Divizia. It's the worst place ever. attempted a British accent. And for future reference, if you watch this, I am so sorry. Where the fuck am I? According to this, I'm off the map. Funny thing though is I think this is the first and only game that actually uses an overworld map in the Phantasy Star universe. Because I know that there wasn't one in 4. There was supposed to be. Because I've seen the mock-ups for them. And apparently it's still present in the game data. Note to the Amazon, how do you stay warm? I mean, do you just flex your muscles and that's what keeps you warm? Is that how that works? With her hotness. Maybe. I mean, that would make some sense. Okay. Alright, there's the airport, as it were. Well, she is being followed around by like 3 things of fire there, so... that cave is blocked. Oh, duh. Why am I looking for caves? I'm looking for these things. Herpin derpin blurf. Completely forgot. We just got the pendant, so we don't have to worry about those things. Welcome to Aron, the last home of the pilots. East on this path leads to the moon Dahlia. Be careful out there. We will, madam. I was gonna see what else we can do around here before... Damn it, I just wanted to go around you. Alright, what did you have? Icon armor... What's this? Steel robe, force... She wear it? No. Time to check weapons. pulse cannon is more powerful than the cannon or not. I'd have to look up the item guide again for that. My vast power could have blasted Azura. Oh, so Umbra, that little, that picture of the two moons. There's only the one moon now. There's only the one moon now. The moon faces a prayer. Alright, now we are on Dahlia. Be warned, strangers. Moon is very depressed. Down the stairs are the arrow parts for the Wren. Use them to reach the Sky City on Frigidia. There you might find the strength to combat evil. Alright, we'll talk to that person in a minute. I am Malaire, Lune's sister. I also have been frozen in a cryogenic pod for 1,000 years. When I woke up, I was kidnapped by Iraqians. Of course, that made my brother more furious. Yes, we were the ones who destroyed Satera. But we're not behind the recent monster attacks. We hope you can forgive us for our past errors. I'm Lune. I once fought in Leia's army. Arachio banished me here almost 1,000 years ago. For centuries, I bided my time in cryogenic sleep. I recently awoke and decided to take revenge, but I now regret the trouble I have caused. Now we talk to this person. Father's too weak to fight. I must do it. Father, please lend me your Lune Slicer. Kara joins your party. Umbra, remember the last time we had Kara join our party and you're just like, oh, well, I'm sure her, like, who was her mother? I'm sure she would look the same, right? Now she's not. But if you notice, her character is just a recoloring of Leia. Funny enough, though, she still uses the same equipment, but I think her, yeah, she doesn't have any healing spells this time around. So now you know why I was laughing evilly that one time. Because for some reason, if you take Niall's timeline, she ends up turning into like a fragile princess type, but if you take this one, she turns into a warrior type. Hi, Nathaniel. I was telling Umbra about our town of Salem shenanigans earlier. And I don't know how much longer I'm going to run with this, but I'm thinking of testing Killing Floor 2. Like the streaming for it. Streaming of it. If I can do the first one, I'm sure I can probably do the second one. I thought for sure, though, you would have been in bed by now. Oh, how long did that take? I guess maybe the appropriate question is A, how long did that take, and B, what level was the party? Kingdom Hearts. Oh, I see. I don't know, I'm thinking we probably want to hit level 15 before we attempt to do something like that again. At least I know I do on my support specialist. I feel like the only shitty thing about playing support in KF2 though is just how expensive the weaponry is at first. But then again, I think it might just be the same across all classes, I don't know. Hey, puppy. Ah, Skur. What do you want? Come here. Come here. Come here. You silly boy. You silly boy. You silly boy. But yeah, for Halloween, I know we were going to focus on KF1. But we were also going to do stuff with KF2 as well. At least that is the plan. Really, I thought we already found a forest crown. Now we found a Laconian crown. Okay. I'm not really complaining, it just seemed kind of redundant. What do I know? Alright, we are done with this place. Ah, there we go. why, but to an extent it really kind of bothers me that Kara is basically just a recolored palette of Leia as far as her sprite goes. And for some reason her hair on her sprite is purple. It's kind of weird. Alright, let's see. What do you think, guys? Should I go a little bit longer, or do you think maybe I ought to end it here? Because I know it's going on 2 a.m. It's after 2 a.m. Because I mean, personally, I could probably go a little bit longer, but yeah, I'm a little bit too. I might just forego trying to stream some Killing Floor tonight. Because I am getting kind of tired. Yeah, I think I'm going to end it here. I mean, we've gone an entire hour and 20 minutes. That's pretty good, really, for one session. So, next time, though... Oh, excuse me. Next time, I think we'll be actually finishing up this particular generation, because we are now at the point where third generation just kind of melds together, if that makes sense. So, holy crap. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and sign up for now, so I'm gonna see everybody later. Good night.